All right, well, hopefully this works. So, um, as some of you guys are aware, I went to MegaCon, right? And I had a blast. So this is going to be me talking about MegaCon and, what have I experienced. I actually had a brand new experience with CGC that I guess they're changing the process on witnessing, but I'll get into that a little bit later. First and foremost, what's up? How you guys doing? Right, MegaCon 2019, Orlando, Florida. I was about to say Orlando Magic, and there was a particular reason. Well, there was a whole bunch of reasons why I wanted to go, but the comic artists and writers were, priority. They were foremost. Now, if you've never been to a MegaCon, but you've been to a fan expo, then I hate to say it, but you're not missing much. Like, not at all. They fall underneath the, the same parent company. So I understood that going in there, but hey, a different location might have different things and, such and such. But to me, it wasn't the case. It was more of the same thing. Now, I got there Friday. The con started on Thursday. I couldn't get off on Thursday, so I actually left Thursday night and made my way down there with Grayson. And what I didn't know was, I guess there's two different convention centers. That kind of threw me for a loop because I got there. I was in no rush. I already had a game plan. I wasn't really there for hunting. I was there to get, books signed and maybe get a commission. And I get there, well, I think I already explained it, but basically I went to the wrong one and had to catch a shuttle to the right convention center. So the next day was rather easier because I knew ahead of time, and I just went straight to the right convention center. I actually pulled up like legit right up to the door and parked. Now Friday, again, book sign and commissions, right? Oh boy, I tell you what, if you are trying to get commissions, you got to do it the first day. It's starting to be challenging to get commissions on any other day but the first day. At least from guys that you would consider top tier, or the market considers top tier. But I managed to get 2 commissions, actually 3. I got 2 on hand, and if you saw the other video, the other guy took it home to finish it up. Now, what I found on Friday was, it was in and out, like no BS. I was in and out. I mean, from signing, relax. Now, when I got to relax is when I was able to take care of my other stuff. And when I say my other stuff, it was trying to figure out who I can get a commission from. And really wanted it from Hutley, like you have no idea. I really wanted it, but he was done. I think his manager was like the first 2 hours of the con yesterday. He was done. So, but I talked to him on the side, and yeah. But when I said the CGC had a different process, and mind you, the last con that I went to was, I think, back in October, and that was Alamo City, and they definitely changed their process from then till now, because I don't know if the rest of you guys had to deal with it just yet, guys and gals. But remember back when you're getting your book signed and you're getting it witnessed, and let's say you had 2 artists that were on a book and they were at the con, and you got one of the artists to get it signed, but the other artist for some reason was late or wasn't at the table. So typically what they would do, or you were waiting till the next day because the line was extremely long, you would normally give it back to CGC, and they kind of like safe kept it inside their booth area. Not anymore. At least at this con. I don't know if it's been pushed out to all the rest of the cons, but now you are in charge of it. So when I say that, so let's say, you know, I got my book and I want to get Greg Capullo to sign it, right? And let's say, I don't know, Tom McFarlane's there, and I want him to sign it. But Tom McFarlane's not going to be there until Saturday, and I'm getting it signed on Friday. So what they do is they'll witness it, the signing. It's kind of like an evidence bag, if you ever dealt with evidence bags. They put it inside a little Ziploc or glue bag, and they'll write their name, like let's say Capullo, Spawn 250, put inside a bag and close it up. And it's more like a chain of custody type deal, right? Where nobody can open it up until you get the witness, and he'll open it up to get Tom McFarlane or whoever it is to sign it for you. Now, where it gets tricky, especially for me, at this last con, I have 14 books. And, you know, I carry those comic folders, right? Those box, put it in. Now, I always found it safe. How do I say this? I always found it safe, which is kind of like contradictory, but it made sense in my head, that I get the book signed, I put it back and give it to CGC, and they safe keep it until I need it again, right? Because I knew it wasn't moving, it was just staying put. Now, it's my responsibility to make sure that the book is safe, right? Conditioned. So if you have, let's say, 10 books inside that plastic bag with whatever paperwork, and try to fit it inside that comic box, that starts to become a little bit, you know, condition sensitive, right? Because the wrinkles in the bags and this and that and the other. So I was able to, you know, talk to some people, and they kind of helped me out. I had to split up the bag, so, because I had 2 boxes. I put equal on each side because I didn't want it, you know, to be overly stuffed in there. But I don't know how you guys feel about that. I mean, it's cool, I get my book, I know what's going on in my book, but it kind of puts that added stress of making sure that you don't screw up your own book, because that's how it is. It'll be my luck I screw up my books. Now, I know there was a mention in there, in that video, that talked about cosplayers. Look, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't really care about any of that. You saw in the video that I cared about Artist Alley, the comics, you know, the writers, the artists. That's what I cared about. Now, that was one portion. Let's pretend like there's three sections, right? So you had your Artist Alley, you had your vendors, and then celebrities and all that stuff down there. And 9 times out of, well, let's go with 8 times out of 10, most of the cosplayers was out there. Now, what I will say this is, why you didn't see it in the video, in my personal opinion, I thought there was more cosplayers at MegaCon than there was at Fan Expo. That threw me back some, because that was a fuck ton of them. Like, there was a lot, super lot. But yeah, I mean, I leave it up to those, you know, that crowd, that fandom, you know. I can't say none of my daughters cosplay, so I'm just not into all that. What else? Another one was, it looked empty. And to be honest with you, I thought it was empty too. Being a, you know, an associate of Fan Expo, I would assume that the same amount of crowd. But no, I mean, I was able to, like I said, take care of all my business on Friday. And I was done. So I was just sitting around Saturday and Sunday waiting for my commissions to get done. But will I go back? There better be a good reason to go back, honestly. And if I would be completely honest, last year's MegaCon lineup was a mess ton better than this year's. Because if you actually pay attention, I say about 70 to 80% of the comic guests are the same ones that Fan Expo has. But last year they just blew it out the water, and I really wish I was there. Of course, I would have spent a lot more money, but just some of the artists that were there was insane, super insane. Now, the cost. I'm not going to go over cost of grading. You could do your math when I tell you all this. But what I'm going to tell you is who did I have to pay and what did I have to pay for. So, Perillo, right? Lucio Perillo charged me $20 per book for witness fees. Witness, okay. That's a service that an extra service. So I mean, I'll pay it, whatever. I don't care. That's a losing battle fight for me. But he also charged $5 raw, and I think that's a safe dollar amount. I kind of like some of these other guys, and I'll get to those. But they do like the first 2 or 3 free, and anything after that it's X, and then if you're getting stuff graded, it's, you know, an automatic X. Let's see, Mike Mayhew, he charged me $20 for 6 series and free for Raw. Neil Adams, you know what's funny about Neil Adams? He was actually cheaper this time around than the last couple times I've seen him. But Neil Adams, he charged me $50 for Witness. Art Germ was $10 per book, free raw. For Neil Adams, it's $50 across the board. So whether you're getting it graded or raw, it's $50. In Hutley, he's one of those where it's first 3 free, and then anything after that is X amount, and then he charged me $10 for grading. Doug Mankey was, I want to say it was first 3 free, and then he charged me $20. Crane, I got a raw signature. He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm getting the 6 series in Atlanta. So I have no idea what he was charging for witnesses. Greg Horn, he was raw free. Natalie Sanders, raw free. Don't ask me about 6 series because I didn't ask him. Yeah, I did him. Jose Delbo, a Copper Age, Bronze Age artist, mainly known for Wonder Woman. He was raw free. Tomasi, raw free. Tinian, raw free. Brooks, raw free. Jim Ballant, raw free. Savick, Alex Saviak, I think that's his name, raw. Actually, no, I got mine for free because I was there before he got set up. So he just gave it to me for free, but he's $5 a book. And then, yeah, that was it. Now this guy. All right, so again, it's whether it's what you want to do, right? You don't have to get anything signed. You don't have to pay for anything. That's a choice you make. So while it's kind of weird that I am talking about this and I'm about to complain, if it all falls back to you, dude, you don't have to pay for that. And that's exactly what I didn't do. All right, so most of you know I got this big Batman book. I don't have it. I got this big old Batman book with X amount of signatures that for people that's worked on a Batman title. In majority of the times, when people see that book, you know, it's pretty cool that they kind of look at signatures and smile and talk, chit-chat a little bit. And sometimes they do like a small remark for free, but there's been 3 to 4 signatures I had to pay for. And out of the 3 to 4, one of them was Neil, and 2 of them were voice actors. So that's just a given. Everybody else was pretty much free. Yeah. Except for this guy. So I go up to Tyler Kirkham. All right, he's signing. His manager's there. And I say, hey, how much is it to get this book signed? And no, actually, I didn't break out the book. It was still in my bag. And he was like, $10. I was like, no, I don't want it graded. I just, just a regular raw signatures. And he goes, $10. I was like, you're going to charge me $10 for a regular signature? He was like, yeah, because I'm afraid of the flippers and this and that. So I was like, all right, I get that. Hold on. So I break out the Batman book and open it up. I was like, I'm not going to flip this. It's my own personal collection, my little grail. And Tyler's sitting there and he's looking at me. And I kind of look at him like, really? $10? So, not too sure, but yeah, after that, that's what I wrote. $10 for a raw signature, especially on something like that. So, while his art is great, and I could see, his commission prices, but for a raw signature, you're out your mind. Now, I talked about commissions. I got 2 of them, and if you're on my Instagram, then you already saw them. So I got Miko Silon. Sorry, I guess they wrote something back here. But, yeah, he did a spawn for me. All right, pretty cool. It has this, I forgot what issue it is, but it was back in like World War II with the mask. I think Mike Mayhew actually worked on that issue too. But yeah, pretty cool. And I want to say, man, please forgive me. I think it's Crease Lee or Lee Crease. I forgot who it is. But I got to give it up to All About Comics JP. I saw it on his Instagram. I was like, you know what? I want something from him. So I got him to do a spawn, which was his first time. And look at this bastard. This thing's sexy. And now, if you remember my Alex Williams, no, that's Alex Sinclair. Scott Williams, right? He did something similar to this, so I should do a comparison of who did it better. But yeah, pretty cool. And so what books did I pick up? Now, I didn't go there for books. I'll tell you straight up, I was not hunting for books. However, I ran into a booth on Sunday where they were just getting rid of books for $1. And, I haven't hunted or gone hunting or actively hunted in quite some time because, especially this year, I got some big boy commissions coming in and I just don't have the money to do that. But it kind of falls in line for that because I picked up that many books for $1. And I'm going to rush through this because, yeah. But, all right. Origin 2, blank. Savage Wolverine 3, blank. Avengers Point 1, blank. Avengers Arena, blank. You see a trend? House of M, blank. Aren't they rebooting this? I think so. X-Men Schism, blank. Uncanny Avengers, blank. A-Force, blank. Uncanny X-Force, blank. Young Avengers, blank. Thor, God of Thunder, blank. Thor's, blank. And Indestructible Hulk, blank. So you kind of see how, not really transitioning, but I'm kind of like driving on the same lane as my comic book. Because I like commissions. I mean, it's one of a kind of whatever artist or whatever character you want. So, and I noticed I had a mess ton of DC stuff. I just didn't have a lot of, actually, I think I had maybe one blank of Marvel. So I was really happy to find that whole stack in there. And mind you, I mean, they legit had like a whole long box of blanks, and I don't need all that in my life. That's too much money that my bank account will kill me. But overall, I had fun. I got to meet up with Master X. Does he even go that? Is it Master Splinter? Master X? The real Master X? I don't know. Dude has like 80,000 names. Hell of a collector though. Hell of a hunter. But yeah, I met with him. We talked for a few minutes. Ran into Comic Smurf. Ran into Just a Rican. And then Stay Puff from Instagram. I think it's Stay Puff from 1983, if I remember right. Cool cats, all of them. Steve, I forgot what Steve's last name is, but ran into him. Talked for a little bit. But yeah, hopefully next year if I go, we kind of do a whole YouTube, Instagram little get together like we did at Dallas, because that shit was cool. But hopefully you enjoyed my overall rating for MegaCon, and it's maybe it'd be different if I didn't go to Fan Expo, but I give it like an 8.0, 8.5, just because it's the same thing. Last year would have been different. But all right, I'm out.